This is a Heart and Hand production.
Hello folks, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight after Rangers exited the Europa League, drawing 1-1 with Jagellonia Biaylistock to lose 3-2. A truly pitiful second half display from Rangers saw us eliminated, and unfortunately we can't claim it was bad luck. Rangers tonight in the second half were devoid of quality, shape, organisation, even spirit, because needing a goal in the last 20 minutes, expecting a cavalry charge, it did not come. Rangers barely troubled the Polish goalkeeper in that spell. Our manager Derek McInnes is going to have to take some of the blame for this, a large part of the blame for it, to be honest, because at half time he made a changed the shape from a 3-5-2 to a 4-4-2, and Rangers completely ceded control in that second half. They were better than us technically. On the ball, we were atrocious tonight. We really were. The way we struggled to put together passes is almost unbelievable, because these are guys that cost a lot of money and they can't trap it and they can't pass it with any great regularity. And when you played against a team tonight who could, they were able to keep us at arm's length when they needed to by simply playing their way out of trouble consistently. The first half, the manager had gone with a 3-5-2, and to be fair, it did work. We weren't brilliant, but we were a threat. We kept them penned in, and we got the lead after a VAR penalty went in our favour this time, thankfully. Lawrence Shankland slotted it home for his first goal for Rangers, and at that point we had the momentum, and I felt that if we were to go on and add a second, then we could be in for a comfortable night. We didn't. The Poles had been dangerous in the first half. There's no getting away from that. They hit the post before we scored and then missed another good chance before half-time. But we had another good chance through Nico Raskan. And at half-time you're thinking, OK, there's something to build on there. We're in a good position. Let's go and finish it. We didn't turn up. It really is that simple. We did not turn up. Derek McInnes made a change at half-time. He took Tello Asgard off, he put Ross McCrory on at left back, and we went to 4-4-2, and after that it was all Jagellonia. Rangers just could not get anything going. And some of his other substitutions tonight were bizarre as well. For example, he left on the non-event that was Ryan Nadiri for almost 70 minutes, despite having Bojan Miovski on the bench. He took off Gassama, who was doing okay. He wasn't great, but he was doing okay and carrying a threat, and left on Yakoto, who, although was excellent in the first half, had clearly tired and by the end had very little left to give. And chasing a goal, he put on Dragojevic and Kami Devlin into the centre of the park. Good players, but they're not going to create an awful lot for you. And he's going to have to carry the can for that. But he's not the only one at Ibrox. The recruitment team surely can't survive. So much money has been spent on this Rangers team to create what at the moment is a mess, a completely dysfunctional mess. You don't know what they're trying to do. You don't know. I don't think they know what they're trying to do. That's the worst part of it. And it seems the more players we add, the worse we get. This was worse than this time last year. I mean, officially the start is now worse than this time last year because we at least made the Europa League. That last year we thought was the absolute nadir, and yet here we are again, here we go again. We've got St Mirren here on Sunday, and if we don't win that and we go out the League Cup, then the knives are going to be out for Derek McInnes. That's just the reality of the job here. And 5 games without a win, he'll know, he would expect to be under pressure after that. But I don't really know where to begin tonight. There are problems here from top to bottom. This side looks like there's nothing to it so far, and they may bristle at that, but it's the truth. So far there's nothing to them. They don't look like scoring goals. They do look like conceding goals. So far we've got 1 goal from open play that scored by one of our players, 2 own goals, a penalty. That tells you the tale. And you never have faith that we're going to keep a clean sheet. You know there will be an error that will lead to a goal or 4 or 5 in one move, and that's exactly, of course, what happened tonight. Fernandes again going out of position, meaning that his defensive partner has to tuck in, which leaves space at the back post. They exploit. We don't stop a cross, obviously, and it was headed home. Miovski had a chance near the end, he headed wide, but that really was it. And unfortunately, the Rangers supporters leaving here tonight are saying to me, where do we go from here? I don't know. I honestly don't, because that tonight was truly dispiriting, because you can't look at it and say, well, there's hope here or there's hope there. That second half performance was absolutely nothing. And for a side that knows that it was under pressure to deliver that. Well, what can you say other than just to shake your head, really? Yeah, bad. And unfortunately, unless the rot stops soon, the chairman has said that he expects to bring in another 5 or 6 players. They've got to be starters. It's that simple to have any hope of rectifying this, because what we saw tonight was a lot of average players playing really badly and getting the result that they deserved. Rangers should not have gone out to Jagellonia Biaylistock. They are not a great side. The fact that we did and deserved to over 2 legs, I think, says it all. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.